Johannes Calvinus, Institutio Christianae Religionis, 1536, episode 8. Hoc enim verbum nos ludificari nobisve mentiri non potest, accipite, edite, bibite, hoc est corpus meum, quod pro vobis traditur. Hic est sanguis, qui in remissionem peccatorum effunditur, quod accipere jubet significat nostrum esse. Calvin continues here discussing Christ's promise to us made in the sacrament. Hoc verbum. Indeed, he says, enim is this post-positive, connective, and inferential conjunction. For, indeed, this word, nos ludificari, nobisve mentiri, non potest, cannot, is not able to do two things. It cannot make fun of us, nos ludificari. This word ludificari is the first conjugation, deponent verb, ludificor. This form here in the text is the infinitive, ludificor, ludificari. You can see it is made up of a compound of the verb ludus and facio, to make a game of, to make sport of. So this word, this promise, cannot mock us. It takes nos as its masculine, plural, and accusative object. This promise cannot mock us or make sport of us, nor can it, that's the we here, this enclitic conjunction, nor is it able, non potest, mentiri nobis, to lie to us. Mentiri is the infinitive of the fourth conjugation, deponent verb, mentior, mentiri, and it is used here with an indirect object in the masculine, plural, and dative. So there's a nice parallelism in these two clauses. Nos ludificari, accusative infinitive, nobis mentiri, dative infinitive. And what is that word, that promise, that command? It's what follows in the next clause after the colon, accipite, edite, bibite. Each one of these is a second plural, present, imperative, active. Person, number, tense, mood, and voice. Accipite, take, eat, drink. This is my body. Hoc est corpus meum. And here, as is indicated in the margin, Calvin is drawing on, quoting from Matthew 26, Mark 14, Luke 22, and 1 Corinthians 11. This is my body, quod pro vobis traditur. My body, which, on your behalf, in your place, in your stead, pro vobis, for you, is given. The antecedent of quod is corpus. That's why quod is neuter and singular, and corpus is neuter, singular. They are both nominative, but remember that the case of the relative pronoun is dictated by its use in its own clause, whereas the gender and number is dictated by the antecedent. In this instance, they both happen to be nominative. Corpus is the subject of est, quod is the subject of traditur. So that is the promise that can neither mock us nor deceive us. Take, eat, drink. This is my body, which is given pro vobis. Now this is an interesting way to translate this because the preposition pro takes always and only the ablative, and it has at least three distinct meanings. It can have a spatial meaning, that is, in front of, in a spatial sense. It can have a temporal meaning, that is, before, in terms of time, and it can have the sense of substitution, in place of or on behalf of, which are similar but not identical meanings, in place of and on behalf of. And this is what it means here, this third meaning, which was given, or which is given, traditur, present tense, on your behalf or in your place. It doesn't have a spatial temporal meaning, and the dative would have been used for advantage. The text goes on, this is blood, i.e. my blood, sanguis meus, which effunditur is poured out in remissionem, that's what this indicator means, which is poured out poured out for the forgiveness, remissionem peccatorum, which is a line from the Creed also. It's picked up in the Creed. Not from the Creed, but reflected in the Creed. And Calvin then concludes this part by saying, that which he orders us to take, quod accipere iubet, he indicates that it is ours. So he signifies that this thing is ours, which he orders us to accept. Because Christ would not order us to take something which does not belong to us. That would be a kind of theft. As we finish this short series on the 1536 edition of the Institutes, the viewer is encouraged to read the translation by Ford Lewis Battles of this edition.